Hey there, everybody. It's me here, Amelia. I unfortunately have been having quite a bit of technical difficulties with videos the last few days. I've been really striking out. Went to edit this vlog that I'm re-recording here for y'all today, and I realized for whatever reason it didn't migrate the video or audio. And the main review we got coming up here this weekend, unfortunately, the audio didn't work on that, so I had to re-record that. Okay, so for today's vlog, I want to go over 5 shoes I'm looking forward to in the next few months. If this is a video series you're all interested in, I will continue, and I might just do it one way or the other. But comments are appreciated. I want to start off with one shoe that'll be out on February 1st. That is the newest addition to the Brooks family, the Flex. So this is a new trainer. It's got their DNA nitrogen infused midsole foam. Looks really, really interesting in that it's really flexible. Like they were showing some of their promos for it. I'm not sure how much of that I can show here, but they were like twisting it up and balling it up, and its form was really not like anything I've seen. Like honestly, it kind of reminded me of like swim shoes, like swim flippers. So that's gonna be really interesting to see. It's got that same kind of flat knit upper that I really liked from like the Glycerin Max. So I'll be curious to see how that looks with a little bit less fabric than the Glycerin Max. But I'd be interested to see how that compares. We'll get in the lab here. We'll get in the lab here in February. Um, like I said, that's available February 1st for $170. I've seen it on both Brooks's website and Running Warehouse. The next one I want to talk about is one that I'm hoping finally breaks the ice for me with On. Um, so, most commonly mistakenly called On Cloud, the brand On, they have their Cloudmonster 3 coming out in March on the 5th. This is going to be the latest addition to their max cushioned daily trainer. It's got a. I'm really interested because it looks like they're adding foam to it, but they're adding something I've been really wanting from On shoes is they're adding the wide sizes for those. So I'm not sure if there were wide sizes available before because I had trouble finding them. I'm really looking forward to trying these out, particularly if I can get them in wide. Aesthetically, they look really cool. I know that the bottom design there of the holes in the rubber can be a little polarizing, but I'm really excited to try that out. I know they have really good volume for folks like me who have really tall feet. Next, it's a shoe that just doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to say it anyways. The ASICS Superblast 3. Not much is currently known about this shoe. I know it's an anticipated sequel, I'll tell you what. I am in the front of the line for this one. It's really not a stretch to say the Superblast 2 might have been one of my all-time favorite shoes. But the official images are out. Those first 2 colorways, I know ASICS colorways can be back to what we said about On. It can be a little polarizing, but I love both these colorways. I love the blue, like that nice cobalt color, and then I like the confetti color that they advertised here. Those shoes do have ASIC's latest super shoe foam though in the FF Leap. We did see that in the promo images. That makes me excited because that's the same foam that is in their Meta Speed Edge and Sky, most recently Tokyo. If you ever see any, like if you're ever at a store and you see ASICS red shoes, that's the best way I can describe them because that's what you'll probably see them in. I know they came out with a green colorway, but that's the race shoe. And if you've gone for a run in those, but you were like, man, I wish I could just use this kind of foam for daily running. That's where the Super Blast is, baby. It's got that nice daily trainer layer of outsole rubber. It's really genius. I can really see how a lot of different companies are trying to capture that magic that ASICS had with the Super Blast. Price, I'm going to assume it'll probably be somewhere close to what the first two were at $200. Uh, man, oh man, I don't know. Like it might go up to about 220. And I had probably already had it on screen, but just to double back real quick, the on Cloudmonster 3, those are going to be 190. I only go back to bring up that price that I think shoe prices are just going to go up regardless. It's just I think it's part of supply. Um, like it's inflation. It's what we're seeing. It stinks, but it's definitely worth considering when you're shopping around. Might be worth cross shopping with an older model of a shoe, but regardless, I'm going to try to review. Honestly, I'm excited to get all three of these in. The fourth shoe, which I know for sure is Money in the Bank, going to be one I'll be reviewing, also comes out on February 1st. Probably a sight for sore eyes right now when I tell you this. This one's only going to be $150, and it seems like you're going to be getting a lot of shoe for that money. I've been building it up enough here. It is the Saucony Endorphin Azura. This is Saucony's answer to the Adidas Evo SL. So Adidas came out with the Evo SL. That shoe was a magnificent daily trainer that can handle fast paces, slow paces, everything in between. Premium upper. It really felt like a race dialed in kind of upper. It was really premium would be a good word for it, with exception as at the time of recording this my review's not out yet, but I don't think when this comes out my review will be out for it yet, but the Adidas Evo SL review I did note that the shoelaces can leave a little bit to be desired, but you could always replace that with other shoelaces. But Saucony's go at this, these look really interesting. I mean, it's their Saucony Endorphin Speed with a little bit more focus on those of us who would prefer running in a non-plated shoe. I'm really, really curious because it's got their Power Run PV midsole. That's, some of their most premium foam. The mesh upper definitely has shades of the Evo SL. And then, of course, it's got that speed roll that I'm always gloating about when it comes to the Endorphin shoes. Again, this one's going to be, you'll see an unboxing for it. You'll see a full review for it. You'll probably get both an initial and a 100-miler because I will be very shocked if this is not a shoe that I love. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a good year for shoes, folks. And then the last one I kind of wanted to throw out there, there's really not a whole lot out there. I found one preview, and I'm kind of iffy if it's legitimate or not. That is for the Hoka Skyward X2. Hey, if I got on this, I'm sorry, but I will share that I unfortunately was not a fan of the Hoka Skyward, the first one. I just found it to be too small of a shoe, like height-wise for me. I know you're probably seeing the original that I had up here now and thinking, what do you mean wasn't high enough? I meant in the upper. Clearly that the cushion below, all that foam and those carbon plates below, you had plenty below you. It just kind of felt like despite its size and its weight, it was really... It left a lot to be desired. I was hoping for a more plush feeling ride. It ended up just kind of feeling tight and like I was getting pinched. So the Hoka Skyward X2 looks like, from what I'm reading here, it's going to be a smaller shoe in height as far as the foam on the bottom, but they're also trying to increase the width, and they're also going to be adding wide sizes, which I'm pretty sure the Skyward didn't have wide sizes. I could be wrong there. I mean, this is a very fascinating shoe. It's just the idea of what ASICS was doing with the Superblast and saying, what if we did something like that, but one, we gave it more foam, and two, we threw a carbon plate in the middle there. If you've ever seen the Adidas Primex Strung, I always get that name mixed up, and I'll have a picture of it up here. That big old chonker right there, that's what it always gives me shades of. And I had similar issues in the X2 where it kind of felt like it was a little tight for me. So I'll be curious to try this one on. I don't know if there's going to be a review for this one or not. I'd rather try this one on at a store or even, kind of behind the scenes and maybe see if do I like this? And then see if I'm going to keep it for a review or not. Um, but that's enough rambling from me. I do apologize if this felt abrupt or a little unorganized. We're doing some big things here in the little office. We're gonna move around some desks. I got some monitor changes coming. It's gonna be a new light strip, all this good stuff. Um, you know, part of this whole experience is growing and having fun. Got lots of shoes coming up here. I'm really excited to review. And hopefully, by the time you're listening to this, this upcoming weekend, we should have our first review out. It's for the Hoka Mach 6. With that said, I hope you're all staying healthy and safe. Let me know if any of these shoes looked interesting to you. You have any questions regarding any of them? I could try to see what I can find for you, or any ideas you want to see for the next video. With that said, I hope everybody stays healthy, safe, and keeps striving towards your goals.